Andreas Wolf is a journalist who's been following the search for Nessie since the beginning. And we understand you were on site at Loch Ness yesterday and today. Welcome, Andreas. So as we heard,
Thank you,
apparently
Mariana.
this is the biggest hunt for Nessie in 50 years. What exactly sparked this search on this particular weekend?
That's right, Mariana. Well, I believe it's mainly to do with the advance in technology. So there's mainly two new things that they've deployed for the first time this weekend. During the day, they were using these hydrophones that they lowered down from boats into the Loch to listen to sounds. And as Alan McKenna of Loch Ness Exploration told me yesterday, they were all very excited when they heard four what he described as bloops. And then they ran to see if the recorder had captured it, but the recorder hadn't been turned on. But there were a few witnesses on the boat who heard the four bloops. But he also admitted later on that they could well have been a duck or a wave or something like that. So I'm afraid we're not much further. Now, tonight, they're also hoping to deploy drones with infrared cameras, which they weren't able to deploy last night because of the weather, but they're hoping to do it tonight.
All right, so some unidentified bloops, as you put it. Andreas, tell us perhaps a bit about the people who have come to take part in the hunt for the Loch Ness Monster. Are they tourists? Are they locals? Like, who's involved in this search?
Well, I think this myth has captured both tourists and locals alike. As your report outlined there were people from around the world there this weekend. And indeed, I remember speaking to a camera team from Japan. So it does indeed capture everyone, but the locals as well, and not just those working in the tourism industry. I also remember when I went to college here in Scotland 20 years ago, we had a computer engineer who was from Loch Ness, and he was absolutely certain as a little boy he had seen the monster. So people are quite serious about this here.
And if this myth, if I can call it that, if this story has fascinated people for such a long time, would it actually be a good thing if the mystery is solved, or is it better if the mystery remains unsolved?
Well, that's a big question, isn't it? Which I'm not sure how to answer. One thing is sure, however, it has captured the imagination of so many people, and I think this weekend has, if anything, sparked that imagination again, and it's going to keep going. So people are going to keep going. Looking for the monster. And I understand tomorrow is when we're going to hear the final outcome of this weekend.
All right, that was journalist Andreas Wolf bringing us up to date on the search for the Loch Ness Monster. Andreas, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mariana.
And that's the latest